Alright, back for part two. Sorry if I went through that first video a little quickly. I was trying to get everything into one 15-minute video. That's all I have on these is 15 minutes. But I'll take this a little bit slower. Logarithms are something probably completely new to us. These are actually the inverse function for exponentials. That's why we do them together. An exponential function will undo a logarithm function, and vice versa. A logarithm function will undo an exponential. Now, a basic property that we're going to be talking about is this one here, is just rewriting, literally just rewriting back and forth between exponential form and log form. Notice the variables match up. If you have b to the x equals y, you can write that as in log form, log base b of y equals x. So that's red, log base b of y equals x. I'll actually type that out for you right now. So log base b of y equals x. And I'll write everything in words. Equals x. So that's the way that's read. And that's why you'll be hearing me read that as well. So logarithms are something completely new to us. We've looked at exponential stuff in the past, not with me, but in other classes. But logs definitely are something new, so we'll take our time with that. Now, literally just rewriting. So I have my exponential forms, 12 to the second, 12 squared equals 144. Work's done for us. I just honestly just want to rewrite it in log form, and that's it. You have your b is 12, your x is 2, and your y is 144. So you literally just match these up. Log base 12 of 144 equals 2. Log base b of y equals x. Just literally just rewriting. That's all we're doing. Same thing here. 9 to the negative second equals 1 over 81. I'm not concerned about the values. You should just be able to rewrite it regardless of what type of numbers I give you. Log base 9 of 1 over 81 equals negative 2. And that's all we got. And I have a couple homework problems asking you to rewrite these functions. Go in the opposite direction. This is more important for what we're looking at right now. Because this is going to help us solve the x-intercept. So if we have log base 6 of 36 equals 2, we're going to rewrite it in exponential form. Literally, again, just rewriting. This is a statement that should make sense to us. 6 squared equals 36. We know that. I don't want to see us writing, 36 to the 6 equals 2. 36 to the 6 does not equal 2. Same thing here. 2 to the 4th equals 16. So we got that. Those two shouldn't be a big deal. This is more along the lines of what we're going to be seeing this week. If I have log base 3 of x to the x minus 4 as a whole, that whole thing is y in the parentheses, equals x, or equals 0, sorry. That's your x value. I can rewrite that in exponential form, which is this. 3 to the 0 equals x minus 4. And what we're actually going to do this week is solve that little equation that we have left. So I solve that. 3 to the 0 is just 1. Add 4 to both sides, I get x equals 5. That would be your x-intercept of this graph. And that's what we're going to look at. Alright, so graphs. Logarithms. Same type of deal. We have the x minus h, we have the k. They mean the same things. Something to keep in mind throughout the rest of this year, really, as we look at logarithms and exponentials, we cannot take the log of 0 or negative numbers, but we'll see that later on. You have to the right there a graph of a log. Notice it looks very similar to an exponential, just kind of flipped over the origin, actually. And that's what an inverse function would do. So we have that. Domain is just whatever your h value is off to infinity. I'm asking for domain here. Vertical asymptote is just x equals h. domain and vertical asymptote are going to be basically the same answer, just written a little differently, that's all. Increasing and decreasing, we're going to keep it pretty simple. If A is positive, it's increasing. If A is negative, it flips, and therefore it's decreasing. Nothing else to it. That's it. X-intercept, we're going to plug in 0 for Y, then rewrite in exponential form, and then solve. I'm going to walk you through that on a couple of examples here. I'm asking for 4 things, as I just showed you on the last slide. The last slide tells us everything we need to know. Domain, vertical asymptote, increasing or decreasing, x-intercept. Those are the 4 things I'm looking for. Examples. F of x, or y, doesn't matter, equals log base 5 of x plus 4. Domain is first. Give my reasons again. Domain is just negative 4 off to infinity. Domain, remember, is h to infinity. Now, this is the key part here. Remember, the h is the opposite sign. When it comes out of the parentheses, it's the opposite sign. So your domain is negative 4. Moves the graph left 4. Once you found domain, you pretty much found your vertical asymptote as well. It's just written as x equals negative 4. That's all. Increasing or decreasing, it's positive out front, so it's increasing. That's it. Oh, sorry. I've switched up the order. It's x-intercept next, but it is increasing. X-intercept is negative 3, 0. Now, how do we do this? We plug in 0 for y and solve. Remember, y is the same thing as f of x. So I have 0 equals log base 5 of x plus 4. Rewrite that function in exponential form. 5 to the 0 equals x plus 4. Anything to the 0 power is 1. Subtract the 4 over, get negative 3. Alright, so negative 3, 0 is your x-intercept. I already said the function's increasing because a is positive. Simple as that. Alright, we fit that whole thing there. Makes it pretty small, but I'll get it back bigger here. Next one. Now, notice there's no parentheses here. That's going to be a key part in these first 3 things that we're looking at. Domain is just 0 to infinity. Because there is no parentheses, that means there's no h value. So it's 0 off to infinity. Same with your vertical asymptote. Same reason. Just written differently for our answer. X-intercept is 16. Plug in 0 for y. Now check this out. 0 for y. We have to get the log by itself first. So we subtract 2 over, then divide by a negative to make that a positive 2. Then I rewrite this into exponential form. So it'll be 4 squared equals x. 4 squared is just 16. Done. That's it. So 16, 0 is your x-intercept. We are decreasing because a is negative out front. That's only reason it's decreasing there. I got one more example of this and then some matching. Most we'll have going on, period. So we got this, a little bit of everything. Domain, negative 6 to infinity. Remember, opposite sign. Opposite sign's the key part. Same deal here, same reason. Told you those are going to be the same. You got domain, you technically have vertical asymptote as well. X-intercept is 2 on this one. Let's check that out. 0 for y. Get the log by itself. Add 3 is the only thing we had to do in this one. We rewrite in exponential form. It's going to be 2 to the 3rd power now equals x plus 6. Then we work on getting x by itself. 2 to the 3rd is 8. We subtract 6 from both sides. X equals 2. That's it. Alright. If you have a graphing calculator, you can use that to find the x-intercept as well. I'm just not going to go through that because I know everyone doesn't have one, so I'm not going to do that. This one is increasing because a is positive. Simple as that. If you guys have questions over this, this is brand new, so I expect some more questions. Please do not hesitate to ask. Last thing is matching. I'm keeping it even simpler on these. You're thinking about two things and two things only on these ones. Is vertical asymptote, and then is it increasing or decreasing? That's it. So if I look at these graphs, I got 1 and 4 are both increasing. A and D are the only ones decreasing here. Alright? Now, vertical asymptote or domain. Vertical asymptote is what I'm going to focus on though. Vertical asymptote of this first one is positive 2. It got shifted right 2. So which one of these graphs between A and D got shifted to right 2? Well, this vertical asymptote is at 2. That answer is D. Let's just go to 4. 4 is A. That's the only other increasing one there. So we got a 50-50 shot between those two. 2 and 3, these are both decreasing. Notice they're both flipped. Now it's just figuring out which one is shifted. That's it. 3 is not shifted. So C is your answer there. I don't have a vertical, I have a vertical asymptote. It's just going through 0. So I have that. Is C. Process of elimination leaves me B for number 2. Alright, those are the things you're thinking about. Now, this week with my answers, I'm going to post them midweek. I'm not going to post all the answers in the beginning of the week because there's not a lot of work going on with this. So I can't really post the answers. But when I post my answers midweek, I'm only going to do maybe about a third to almost half the problems, but I'm going to show all the work as to why. So if you need some guidance, check back probably Wednesday when the survey's due. Check back Wednesday and I'll get those answers posted, a few of the answers for guidance at least. If you turn it in beforehand, great. If not, just wait. Just wait till Wednesday. I'll have the answers posted. Alright. Sorry again for the 2 videos. Maybe a little bit more long-winded because this is very new to us for the most part. Hope you guys have a good week, and let me know if you guys need anything.